Hey, friendos. We are going to take Ghost Spider up against Critical Encounters Challenge, Summer Challenge number 2, up against Absorbing Man. We're going to start with Confused for hardcore mode. We're on Expert. Tried a couple times on Expert 2, and just kind of overcoming this initial Blazing Inferno while being confused was just a little too much. So we're going to just try it on regular Expert. And this involves having the Groot Nemesis there, and then we grab one of these other 4 cards from the Groot Nemesis set, and then we shuffle, move all to encounter deck and shuffle. There we go. And then we go get an initial hand. Okay, Ticket to the Multiverse is awesome to cycle it in. Professor X means we could actually deal with this immediately. Phantom Flip would be a very expensive way to clear the Confuse. We could, however, it doesn't really do much. So I think we're just going to do that. Keep those 2. So we can confuse him. We could confuse him and not even flip. Bring Spider-Man out for a blocker. I can only do that if I'm Web Warrior, so I do need to flip if I want to do that. I think that's fine still. So we'll do Professor X, 1, 2, 3, cost us one of these and one of these. We're going to confuse the villain. And then we will thwart that away. And just double check that actually went where it's supposed to go. It did. Okay. Then we will flip. We are now Web Warrior, which means we can bring the auto one out. We don't get to take advantage of any of his stuff. Oh well. And then we will thwart for 1. Be good to get this dealt with. Clear our confused. Sweet. This deck is all about Wolverine. So actually getting him out on the second turn would work pretty well. So we'll go up by 1, get a delay counter. He attacks, Professor X blocks. It's going to be defended, so we don't have to worry about that effect. And Fernax goes. Amazing. Okay, we get our encounter card, we get our one that we started with, so it's going to be 2 indirect damage. Blazing Inferno is out of play, so we don't take an extra, so just 1, 2. And our second one, you are stunned. If he's got the ice trait, he does, we take 2 indirect damage. Okay, turn 2. So the 2 of us, Wolverine and Ghost Spider, could take out that, put us in a pretty favorable state, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thwart for 1, thwart for 1. Now only has the ice trait. Block with auto. Things are way more under control than they were during Expert 2. Here we could Phantom Flip. So we get 1 on top, Phantom Flip, block and get Phantom Flip. probably don't need to. So 1 threat, 1 delay counter. Attack, auto, blocks. I think that's fine. And then counter card. Undefended attack. Okay, no problem. Okay, Wolverine heals 1. And then what do we want to do? We want to come up with 4 damage. We're not going to do a response, which means we could bring out a helicarrier. 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3. Bring out Spider. 1, 2. Clear our stun. Wolverine. 1, 2, 3 damage. Spider. 1 attack. 1 damage. Yoink. Okay, we have no responses. Web bracelet. George Stacy. We could even stash that on George Stacy if we really wanted. Which means I think we need to. Oh, actually, probably makes more sense to block with Gwen Stacy than be able to power in all of us. SPDR. Get the 2 extra thwart out of that. He is confused. I could also flip next turn. Parental guidance would let me go and snag something out of there, but ugh, we haven't seen our obligation yet. So I think we'll block. So 1, 1. Gonna attack. We'll block for 3. Okay. There's 1 advance, and I'm going to place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters, full. So that's 1. Well, that is making life easy. So that means now we can do, takes excess consequential damage for her thwart. 1, 2, back to the hand. Wolverine had healed. We can bring her out again. We can bring web bracelets out. We can bring George Stacy out. We can thwart. No, sorry, we can attack for 1. And then I think we flip. You can parental guidance. From our discard. So 1 event. So at this point, I think being able to clear that extra threat is probably more worthwhile than worrying about a game time or anything. And then I think I forgot to shuffle that back in. I was looking at the right pile, right? Yeah. So my special ability is I'm shuffling that back in. I play Parental Guidance. I stash that under George Stacy. This goes, and we are done. Okay, so if anything comes out, we got lots of damage. Web of Light and Destiny helps us now do this cycling. Got attack training to go on here. So one of those. Confuse, and we got schemed against. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Good thing we have Phantom Flip here. Now, I need to flip to use that, so I think we're definitely going to stash a Ghost Kick under here. And then we could do one more. That's going to be free. Ghost Kick, get us a card. We're going to stash the Skilled Strike. Right, my extra ability is I ready George Stacy, so now I can do one more. And then I think I'm just going to chill with 6 damage, 6 health, I mean. Oh, and Wolverine heals 1. So we'll flip. Play Web of Life and Destiny. Thwart for 2. Spider comes back to my hand. Web of Life and Destiny triggers for a card. So if I bring her out for 2, can't do all the other stuff. So we could do Thwart for 1. Play Phantom Flip for 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab a card. I think we need to keep this going. So that's going to be 1, 2. Attack for 1. Really want to get attack training on here. So now he has 4 attack and 6 health. Take 2 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play an endurance. 1, 2, 3. You got to cross the Spider-Verse at a decent time because we could use him to get Peter Parker out, or we can use Ticket to the Multiverse and across the Spider-Verse just to get Peter Parker out. We would still have enough to do Pirouette and Punch. So we can block Pirouette and Punch to come back. So 1, so we'll just block for 3. If you were in hero form, villain attacks you after this activation. Okay, so no damage for that, then attacks again. Just for 1 threat, 2 damage, and 2 threat. So if we block with Wolverine, because there's no boost card on that one, right? Correct. Then we get counter card. And then one more than the number of boost icons on that card. Cancel when revealed effects. There are no when revealed effects here. Yeah, we can use Spider-Man to ready us. I think that's fine. So turn 6, Wolverine. Use Ghost Kick on that if we wanted, or we can ready ourselves and then use Skilled Strike. So Spider-Man, 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe before we do that, let's thwart for 2. 1, 2, back to our hand. Draw a card from Life and Destiny. Forgot to heal Wolverine. Bring out 1, 2, 3, Spider-Man. Do 2 damage. Ready. Oh, we can bring out Psylocke instead of keep on cycling Spider. I think actually what I'm going to do is 2 damage here. Then Ghost Spider will attack for, so that was 2 more there still. Ghost Spider will attack with Skilled Strike for 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready. This goes. We resolve that on an event, we get a card. We flip, heal, bring out Psylocke for 1, 2, 3, 4. She attacks. When she attacks, remove a psionic counter, confuse the enemy, deal a damage. Then her attack does a damage. Hold Spider. We're going to get an extra encounter card. Okay, so 1 threat, 1 of those. No activation. 2 encounter cards. First one, Avalanche. So we take up to 3 indirect damage or spend a thinger. I think maybe we just take the 3 damage at this point. That's fine. All right, so has the ice trait only, so we exhaust. Okay, Wolverine heals. Psylocke does 1 damage. Oops. 1 damage, confuse, 1 damage. Oh, I forgot to shuffle. Oops. My ticket to the multiverse back in. Oh well. I think this is pretty in hand, so I don't have to worry about it too much. And she's down to 1. I will parental guidance. No, I won't. Oh yeah, I can stash one of these on here, use her ability to undo, and then we can flip. Peter Parker, clear that and ready us. Guess at this point we might as well just advance him. Okay. We will attack. 1, 2. Use this and this to ghost kick for 6. Bring. I guess with how close we are, I guess we could bring out this Spider-Man. 1, 2, 3. Dash this on here. Attack for 1. Hold her. 1, 1. Attack. Spider-Man blocks. And this is after. So put this card into play. This happens now. Then still undefended attack. But we had defended it, so that does 3 damage. Hobie goes. We get 3 encounter cards worth of damage. One. Oops. 1. Oh no, I just lost all my health. And then after he activates his stone, place a threat on the main scheme, get an encounter card. We get attacked again. We can block. And then we'll pirouette and punch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's going to be a forced response. Mine is an interrupt, which happens first. Yes, confirmed. Interrupts happen before responses. So, oh, not pirouette and punch. Oops, I meant. Oh, but it's a response, not interrupt. Okay, so the response. So the forced response happens first. Has stone. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. Then I ghost kick and absorbing man. It's done. So once you're able to stabilize, not a problem. Until then, a problem.